Hey, this is just a real short follow-up video on a video that I did about 5 days ago entitled Outrageous. A kid was feeding the poor when cops did this. This featured this officer right here. That's Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the Sacramento Police Department. Turns out that not only does Jeremy Ratcliffe make over $300,000 a year as a Sacramento police officer, a sergeant, but he, at one time, a couple years back, cost his city $3 million for shooting a protester in the eye with a rubber bullet. I'm going to read this real quick. The officer who blinded black women during a 2020 protest is exonerated, but there's more. The police department tried to cover this up by not releasing the documents that they were required to release by law. It says in 2020, Sacramento police officer Jeremy Ratcliffe, that's our guy right there, was exonerated for shooting a pepper ball that resulted, I called it a rubber bullet, it was a pepper ball, that resulted in Nia Love losing an eye during a protest against police brutality, leading to a $3 million city settlement. So every 10 years, he cost the city $3 million. Because he makes over $300,000 a year. And in one shot, his city was forced to fork over, which is interesting because he wouldn't allow Crew Cali to fork over food for the homeless, but he forces his city to fork over $3 million because he decided to pull the trigger on a protester. Says the Sacramento Bee highlighted the police department's initial failure to release disciplinary documents as required by state law. So the entire department acted as the lawbreakers that they always view you and I as being by not releasing documents that the legislature in California said that you should release. So who are they to enforce the law on us when they don't even abide by the law themselves? Prompting the release of documents. The only reason they got the documents is because the Sacramento Bee pushed the issue. Sometimes the only reason we even know about things is because somebody decided to push the record button on their cell phone at a Walmart or at a traffic stop. Prompting the release of the documents that named Ratcliffe and detailed the incident. Check this out. The Use of Force Committee deemed Ratcliffe's actions during a protest sparked by George Floyd's death within policy guidelines. So shooting out this chick's eye, causing her to lose an eye, was within department policy. All you people in Sacramento need to pay attention to that because they're basically saying they have a policy enacted that legitimizes shooting out your eye if they want to shoot it out. Nia Love expressed dissatisfaction with the exoneration, emphasizing a lack of accountability for the police officers. Ratcliffe, who has been with the city since 2003, was part of the Professional Standards Unit as of February 2023, and he defended his actions as necessary for officer safety during the protest. So a couple of messages that we have here is the Sacramento Police Department doesn't want to obey the law by releasing documents that they're required by law to release. They conducted an internal investigation that said that Officer Ratcliffe's actions were according to company policy, basically policy guidelines, and officer safety trumps your eyesight. Officer safety trumps your health and your welfare and your well-being and general safety. This chick who got her eye blown out says, I'm honestly not surprised. This is basically saying that me being blind and having my life completely altered means nothing. Yes, that's exactly what it means, Nia. Police officers need to start actually being held accountable for their actions. Justice is rarely served when an officer is the one that commits the crime. Then the Sacramento Bee ends with an astute observation, followed by an interesting comment about the district attorney's office. The incident, among others, raises questions about the transparency and accountability of police in handling complaints and disciplinary actions. Well, they discovered that the Sacramento Police Department is not interested in even obeying or following their own laws because they're not going to disclose the documents that implicate their police officers in criminal activity. But that leads us to the district attorney. The Sacramento District Attorney's Office did not review the case for criminal charges as it did not involve a firearm shooting or fatality. So it's not deemed as a criminal charge if one of the Sacramento Police Department employees blow out somebody's eye during a protest, which is protected as part of the supreme law of the land. Really let that sink in. And then you consider the attitude, the overall attitude of now Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe as he infringes on Crew Callie's right to exercise his freedom to feed the homeless.
This is a no parking zone.
Oh my God, you guys.
These are not my cars.
But you shouldn't be able to park yourself right there either, because obviously when we're driving through here with our lights and sirens, we need to be able to get through here. So I'm gonna ask you guys to move your stuff.
Okay, can we finish up? Like, we got like maybe 5-10 minutes left. We just got a little bit of food left.
Okay, but you also obstructed police officers who were driving to an emergency.
Well, we used to serve at the shelter. For some reason, they don't want me serving over there no more, so we're just serving right here.
Okay, but you're serving people out in the street.
So we'll change it.
Well, I'm trying to, do the best I can, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else I would be able to serve people, you know?
I don't either, but right here is not the right place to do that.
Okay, we'll finish up and we'll get out of here.
Thank you.
But we're just trying to make it work the best way we can, you know?
Okay, well, let's do it now.
Okay, so we can't finish?
No, we'll do it somewhere else.
Okay, he's not gonna let us finish, guys, so we're just gonna wrap it up then. All right, guys, that's it.
Oh, you gonna stop me from getting food for my baby?
You said where? You said where I can set it up?
Hold on. Time out. How is this crazy? How is this crazy?
So you stop me from getting food for my baby when he come out here. And
How long you been out here?
Like maybe an hour and a half.
Perfect. Why didn't you come an hour ago?
Oh, I wasn't here.
Well, I'm sorry. It's way past dinner time. Okay?
Well, so we can't finish?
No, you cannot finish. Pick up your stuff and move on.
All right, man. You could just say it nice. You don't gotta be so rude about it, you
I
know?
asked you nicely and you're argumentative.
No, I was just asking if we can finish. I just asked
And I said
nicely.
no.
Okay, I'm saying we're gonna leave, but I just asked. That's not being argumentative.
So you go set up somewhere else and that's no problem. I'm telling you what the rules are. You can either choose to follow the rules or you can choose not to follow the rules.
So the city of Sacramento is saying, hell yeah, we're going to pay Jeremy $300,000 to infringe on your freedoms. And we don't mind all of our citizens coughing up $3 million in the event that one of our employees follows company policy by blowing out a protester's eye. So that's Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe, representative for the Sacramento Police Department, whose message is loud and clear. They don't give a damn about you. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification icon. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. Life is tough. Life is dangerous. But it gets exponentially more tough and dangerous when cops arrive on the scene. So always record the police. I'll see you in the next video.